On a perfect Tuesday morning in Iowa, dispatchers at the Cedar Rapids Police Department would receive a concerning 911 call.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
444 Oakley Court, Northeast.
Okay, what's going on?
There's someone broke in.
Okay.
I've been shot.
You've been shot?
My dad's been shot.
Okay, hold on just a second. Are they still there?
No, they left.
They left? Did they come inside the house?
Yeah.
Okay, where were you shot at?
Downstairs.
No, on your body. On your body, where have you been shot?
Foot.
I'm sorry, where?
Left foot.
In your
Left
foot?
foot.
Okay, how old are you?
20?
How old are you?
20.
20, okay. I've got help coming. Just stay on the line with me, okay?
Officers would arrive at the Jackson family residence, where they would come across an unimaginable scene of horror. On the floor would be a young man, who appeared to have crawled to a place of safety, with an obvious blood trail following him. The confusing and chaotic scene would have police scrambling for answers. Before revealing the details of this case, we would like to send our thoughts and condolences to the family and loved ones of the 3 family members, whose lives were cut tragically short.
Who's this down here?
Hey, who are you?
Dad. Is that your dad?
What happened?
What happened? There, he came down. There was a man. Who shot your
Who
dad?
else is here?
My sister. She's in the back? Yeah, she's in her room.
Is she okay?
I think so.
The man who lay on the floor was 20-year-old Alexander Jackson. He had told police on scene that a man had entered the home and started shooting, and he had taken a bullet to the foot while trying to protect his family. Authorities would search room to room around the home, and the outcome would be absolutely tragic. The body of Jan Jackson, age 61, Melissa Jackson, age 68, and Sabrina Jackson, age 19, would be located, with all of them shot dead. This would leave Alexander as the only surviving witness to what had happened. It was important that they got a description of the attacker, so they could find the person that carried out this heinous attack. Alexander would be taken away to seek medical treatment for the bullet wound he had suffered. Meanwhile, detectives would try to piece together the crime scene. Immediately, inconsistencies in what Alexander had told detectives and what the evidence was showing were beginning to surface. The gun used in the crime was not your typical gun. It was a .22 caliber semi-automatic rifle, which oddly was owned by Alexander's father. Crimes are rarely committed with perpetrators coming into a home and using the occupant's firearm to kill them. That wasn't all. This particular rifle is complicated to load, with a magazine design not favorable to loading ammunition very quickly. Anyone using the gun would have to be familiar with its design and how to use it to be effective with it. As Alexander would be rolled into the hospital to seek treatment, officers would accompany him, with body cameras rolling.
Hold on. Sorry. This officer might have something.
Yeah, there's a pair of bloody underwear in the ambulance. I don't know if you guys got a bag. If you want it. If you want it.
September 20th. Not a bigger no.
They've got it down.
And you put it on top of the glove box right there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Or can you clip it onto Brandon or something?
Well, I don't have a clip. Mine's the basket weave thing.
Oh, so we just plug in here?
Yeah.
We set it on the camera.
Set it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knocks it over. There's that glove box up there. Nobody should be bumping into that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's the camera.
But they weren't here to make sure he was okay. They had questions that needed answering.
Alex, do you guys have, one of my coworkers is out at the house. They were hoping to get some video of this, what happened. Do you guys have like a DVR or anything? Camera system at your house?
There's a camera in the front.
Where is
There's one by the garage too.
Where's this recorded?
Online?
The cloud, do you know what the company is?
No. All I know is right there. Whitesand?
Do you know, is it like a ring system or Arlo?
Yeah, that's it.
Which one?
Ring?
Ring?
Yeah.
It's a ring system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexander had told detectives that he was sleeping on the couch when he was awoken by gunshots. It was at that point that he had confronted the intruder, which led him to being shot. Detectives knew it was vital that they had a description of the intruder circulated immediately.
Alex, can you so Matt and I, we didn't go out to your house, so we weren't really there to get to see,
You want to know my story?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you could just start to fill us in so we can understand a little bit what went on.
Well, how far?
Well, you kind of start, we start out with last night, maybe?
Yeah.
What time did you get home last night, or?
I was home
Okay.
all day.
Okay. What time did you go to bed?
11, I think.
And where did you sleep at?
On the porch.
Outside, or is it a screened-in porch?
Screened-in porch.
It's a screened-in porch? How come you slept on the porch? Were you normally?
It's nice up there.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bedroom at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, but you just wanted to sleep?
I sleep out there with my dog.
Oh, okay. What's your dog's name?
I woke up and heard gunshots. I went inside.
You take your time, buddy.
What door did you go in?
The porch door. The man, he's taller than me, I think. I don't know when he was there.
No, it was a white man, black man, Hispanic, Asian.
Oh, I think. I know he's wearing black clothes. I don't.
When you go in that screen door, or the door from the screened-in porch, what room were you in?
The kitchen.
You lift your foot up, Alex. There you go. You're just bleeding quite a bit on it.
So you just go right into the kitchen there?
Yeah.
And he's in the kitchen too?
No. I heard it downstairs, so I went downstairs. He was messing with my dad's gun.
What kind of gun?
The 22. Right? Yeah.
Do you have a mask on?
Look like, oh yeah, one of those ski masks or whatever.
He's wearing a ski mask. Did you see his hair?
No.
How about his shoes?
I think they're green shoes. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not a shoe guy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is
Is he chubby?
Kind of like me. Chubby.
So you went downstairs, he was messing with your dad's gun, and then what happened?
Well, he's messing with her. And he told my dad, I think.
You told your dad? What do you think, Dad?
I don't know.
What was your dad saying anything to him?
He was on the floor. And I ran at him.
Your dad was?
Yeah, my dad was on the floor.
And you ran at the guy with the gun?
Yeah. And
What room are you guys in?
it's like the stairs. It's kind of like the bottom.
Is it like a big family room?
We watched Glorious Bastards.
You and your dad did?
The family did.
Oh, the whole family?
Was everyone getting along real good last night?
Yeah. We have our family time every night. We watch like an hour at the show or something.
So you ran at this guy.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
I pushed him. I think.
If Brandon is going to take some swabs from your hand, would that be okay?
Yeah.
Maybe the bad guy's DNA is on there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pushed him. So you pushed him. Did he say anything to you?
I think. Quite deep. Quite deep. What I pushed.
Quite deep.
Yeah. Deep voice.
Oh,
Deep voice.
Gotcha.
What did he say?
You. And I think I grabbed the gun and wouldn't let go. I fired, and then obviously that happened.
So when you and him were struggling with the gun,
Yeah, struggle, yeah.
and then he fired it,
Yeah,
and it shot you in the foot,
yeah, so.
and then what happened?
I think I fell. And I saw him running. But I don't care. I was on my phone. And then I pulled up.
You can silence it again if you want.
The details Alex was providing didn't seem to be coming up with any great confidence, with a lot of statements that appeared to be guessing at what had happened. Back at the house, investigators were not finding anything that would suggest that a break-in had occurred, such as smashed windows or broken doors. Was Alexander in shock, and maybe the overwhelming situation he had just witnessed was causing him to not remember the events that had taken place? Or was he trying to hide something from police?
When we stepped out, we talked to our coworkers. They were up at your house.
Oh, yeah.
You've been through your house, and they've been through the neighborhood, and Alex, the reality is there's not any evidence that anyone else was over at your house. It's okay. It's okay.
But there was a man there.
Okay.
Alex, do you want to tell us what happened? What really happened?
Alex, we're not here to judge you at all. Like I said,
I went downstairs, and the man was there. I fought him. I got shot. And I think he left. I don't know.
Alex, that's not what the evidence is showing.
What do you mean?
Well, like I said, if there had been a person there would be some evidence that he showed up. There would also be evidence that he left, because he's not there now, and there is no evidence for that. No one else was there.
Well, he was there.
Like Sarah said, we're not here to judge you. Something happened in your house, and we're just trying to figure out why.
what happened that led to the events today? What caused this?
I don't know. I woke up in the morning.
Okay. And I know it's hard to talk about. Okay. But sometimes, when people don't talk about it, they feel a lot of pressure, and then when they can kind of talk to somebody, it relieves that pressure. And you don't feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. You know what I mean? Have you ever felt that way before?
I guess.
You haven't?
Did you say you dropped out of Iowa? Did you say you dropped out of Iowa?
Yeah,
No, he's on summer break.
Oh, on summer break.
I'm taking a break. Because I was looking for a job.
How did your dad feel about your career choices or life choices?
I guess he wants me to more zero in what in business, but I was going to give that some thought this summer.
Have you ever had any problems with them? Like serious problems with them? Like in judging your life or choices?
He's proud of me.
Yeah. How about mom?
Yeah.
Same?
Mm-hmm.
Sister?
I guess.
You guess. Well, tell me about this relationship with your sister. It doesn't seem like it's quite
I mean,
the
we're
way it
brothers.
should be.
We're not the closest.
Do you like her?
She's my sister.
Police had now confronted Alexander about the lack of evidence corroborating his story. When the gun used in the murders was analyzed, only his fingerprints would be located on the weapon. The wound he had suffered to his foot would show a trajectory that appeared that the shot had been taken directly from above, which is highly unlikely. Blood splatter at the scene would also show that it appeared that only one person was present when the shot was taken. With the evidence not adding up, detectives Matt Denlinger and Sarah Lucina would decide to bring him in for questioning, in an effort to try and learn what exactly happened on that fateful morning. But they had more evidence than Alexander was aware of, having secured the security camera footage from the house. One of the Ring cameras that was pointing at the front of the house would provide some crucial details about the truth in this disturbing case.
Hey, so I know when we left, we kind of told you where we were at on this thing, and you told us where you were at on that thing. So one of the big things that we needed to really hammer out was this video, right? This Ring video from your house that would help substantiate some of what you told us. And I talked to my guy Jeff. He does all the forensic or digital forensic type stuff, phones and computers and cameras and things like that for us. Good news, he did a search warrant for the Ring and got it back. There are no clips of anyone leaving your house. That one in the back, there's a clip there that they were looking at, and it just kind of, we use that as an example of how much of your yard it covered. That was the whole backyard.
Okay, I didn't know that was one in the back.
Yeah.
I thought it was just one.
So there's that one, right? And there's that one camera in the backyard. And again, I mean, they're apparently motion activated.
Because last night, didn't I get him dumping water out the...
Yeah, you can't...
dump some water out the back? A bucket of water?
Maybe my parents did.
No, he said it looked like you. Does your dad look like you, though?
Sure.
Okay. Well, someone went out back, dumped a bucket of water, maybe went up to that screened-in porch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You clearly didn't know about the camera. But I'm telling you, there's a camera back there. It captures your whole backyard, including what appeared to be you. I didn't personally see it. I'm just relaying what he told me.
Okay.
And he also told me there's no video of anyone leaving.
Okay.
The front, same thing. No video of anyone leaving.
Alexander's beginning to feel the pressure of the evidence against him. It is likely at this point he is trying to figure out a story to explain what detectives had just told him. The evidence would show that no forced entry occurred on the property, and no video evidence would also show that no other person apart from Alexander was caught on the cameras. Next door to the Jackson house, construction workers that had been working on the neighbor's property would also claim they hadn't seen anyone running from the property after hearing the gunshots.
With that in mind, I know that earlier was really stressful for you. You know, you'd just been shot in the foot, things were rough. Now's a good time that if you want to, let us into your little world about what happened. We're all ears. Like I said before about lying to us, we understand people have reasons, and we can't promise you that if we weren't in your shoes, we wouldn't do the same thing. But at some point, you gotta just be honest with us, man. We know no one left.
Well, I'm telling you how I saw it,
Right. You still think someone was there?
Yeah.
Do you
I know someone was there.
Okay, how did they get out?
I can't really remember. Probably the door they came in, or...
But they didn't.
But you were upstairs. There's just not...
We have you have video. Your dad has videos on the front and back of the house and on the garage. The only exit and entry points.
Did you and your dad wash cars yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, how would we know that? because it's on the camera.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're saying is, like Matt told you, the videos come back. He expedited the search warrant since we're investigating a homicide. Okay, so it got back quickly, and nobody left your house after this shooting had happened, all right? And so
What time do you think you woke up yesterday? Or today, I should say. Was it 8:12 when you said that, or you called 911?
21.
8:21?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I may have gotten that slightly wrong. But
the one I called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How long before that did you wake up for the day?
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I don't know.
Okay, so conservatively, we could say you were asleep till at least 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was obvious that detectives were zeroing in on him as their prime suspect. They had just asked him what time he woke up, which he claimed was 8 a.m. in the morning. What Alexander didn't know was they had more evidence that would contradict his version of events.
So who's using your phone at 6 a.m. to get on social media? Who's using your phone at 6 a.m. to get on social media?
Maybe me? I don't know. I don't remember.
How could you use it at 6 if you were asleep till 8? You see what we're saying, Alex? It's time.
Alex,
It's time to just.
that's not the point.
The gig's up, bud.
No one left. You're awake much earlier than you called. Okay, because you're brainstorming how to get your ass out of this trouble you're in. That's clear. In addition, we know when people were shot in that house. We know that it's not physically possible for someone to get... When you heard shots, you said you told us earlier that you'd heard maybe 10 shots.
Something like that.
Sure. They're just in a row? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 or whatever, in a row? All one little burst?
No. Maybe some bursts, but not in a row.
Okay, tell us about that.
I was just in like a few bursts or something.
Yeah. How long are we talking about? 10 seconds total, or 5 seconds, or 2 seconds? Or 10 minutes?
A minute, maybe?
So there's a little gap, and there's like a minute?
Yeah, 10, let's say 10 shots in a minute or something.
Okay. So over a minute, there's about 10 shots.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so in that minute, when did you wake up? You clearly woke up after the first shot. Otherwise, you wouldn't guess there was 10, right? Or what you perceived to be the first shot.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Came in, went straight downstairs. Well, how's the bad guy supposed to get past you upstairs to kill your mom? And then come back downstairs only to be standing down there when you get down there to confront him.
Well, maybe I was kind of a bit slow about getting downstairs, but that's...
He was or you were?
I was, I guess.
Well, let's just say that we've hammered out every detail. We took into account your theory about a ski masked intruder coming in with the worst description on the planet, and we gave it due diligence. Okay? I told you we went into this, and there was nothing about this story that seemed like it was an intruder, right? But you didn't want to change your story. You wanted to stick with the intruder.
Yeah,
and we wanted to be thorough. And we wanted to be thorough in the really, really off chance that you were telling the truth. Your body language and your story told us nothing that was true. Okay? You were having a tough time. And I know why. And the why's a pretty good reason. Okay, you got a lot of baggage dealing with that family. I get it. We all know about it. We've talked to your friends. We've talked to friends of your sisters. You know, we understand the baggage of the weight that you're under.
This baggage the detectives were referring to was the weight of expectation from his parents. Having no job and having dropped out of college, his parents had given him a timeline to either shape up or ship out. If he didn't have a job in the next 6 days, he would have to move out of the house. Was this the possible motive he needed to kill his entire family? After talking with friends of the victims and other family members, it was obvious that the happy home life Alexander was portraying was a hoax. Tensions between himself and his parents had been at a boiling point. Alexander was quickly beginning to find himself back into a corner, one he might never escape from.
Who's the disciplinarian in your house, Alex? If you get in trouble, who's the disciplinarian?
Either parent.
Either parent's not mom.
It's either a parent.
The people we talk to seem to think it's mom.
They do?
They do. And you know that it probably is too. And not probably, you probably complained to them about it. Or they've probably seen her do it to you.
Well, parents discipline me if I act out of line or something.
Your story about the angelic home that eats dinner every night and sits and watches a movie for an hour is the biggest load of shit ever.
Are you sure you really talk to my friends then?
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you'd know that I am delayed in playing games with my friends like every night.
I didn't say you weren't delayed. I didn't say you didn't get punished.
Because of movie time, or whatever.
Because of family movie time?
Yeah.
Why don't you watch the whole movie? Why do you want to watch a little bit of it?
Because we just do like an hour a night. Pretty much.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. It's family time, so.
Yeah.
Well, so?
Well, Mom could force me to sit and watch a movie for an hour every night too, and after a while I might resent her for it because I want to hang out and video game with my friends. Doesn't mean I would enjoy it.
Well, I enjoy it, especially if it's a good movie.
You guys do puzzles together?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, like board games, like Life and card games.
Were you helping put together that puzzle downstairs?
That's my sister's thing. She likes puzzles.
Yeah. You never did them with her?
No, I'm not really a puzzle guy.
We heard you butt heads on politics quite a bit over there.
Well, that's just how it is.
Do you butt heads with all three of them on it?
Well, all of them think differently, so.
Than you or each other?
Oh, everyone thinks a bit differently. That's just how
Did it upset you that the three of them, you were kind of the odd man out on things?
Well, not necessarily.
That didn't bother you?
I wasn't always the odd man out.
Did you ever tell people you were?
That I was the odd man out?
Yeah. It bothered you?
Not really. I guess I talk politics with some of my friends.
They had been trying to extract a confession from Alexander, but he wasn't willing to admit his guilt. Seemingly going around in circles, detectives would now hit him with the hard truth of the situation he was in.
I just remember earlier today we talked about what do you want to happen at the end of the day? You want to go home, right? Well, you're not going to go home.
Okay.
You're being charged with murder of your mom, your dad, and your sister. And you're going to go to jail. So, If you don't have anything else that you want to tell us, Matt and I are going to get up, and the officers are going to put you in handcuffs and take you over to the jail. This is your last opportunity to speak with us or to get your side of the story out before we finalize everything.
I've given you my side of the story.
Okay. And that's fair enough.
So that should be 3 counts of first-degree murder.
Alexander Jackson would eventually face trial on January 14th, 2023. The trial would last over a week, with witness testimonies, including the neighbors, body camera footage, and a 911 phone call, as just a few of the things presented to the jury. He was charged with the senseless killing of his entire family, and would spend the rest of his life in prison if convicted. While he claimed he didn't do it, a jury would deliberate for only 6 hours before returning to a decision of guilty on all counts.
As to each of the 3 counts, form of verdict 2 has been executed. We, the jury, find the defendant, Alexander Jackson, guilty of the offense of murder in the first degree.
The judge would give Jackson 3 consecutive life sentences, without the possibility of parole for the slaying of his entire family. This letter would be sent by the extended Jackson family after the trial, happy to finally get some closure in what was one of the hardest times in their lives. Being made to get a job and being taken away from his video games turned this seemingly normal young man into a killer that has left the community shocked. If you found this case compelling, help us out by liking the video and subscribing, so you don't miss our next deep dive into shocking true crime cases. Channel memberships with extended perks such as members-only videos or early video releases are also available by hitting the join button. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next worst case.